Okay, so I guess I'll start by thanking everyone for the nice things you guys had to say, um, and the love and support you guys have given me, the messages, things like that. It's been really helpful, and to get us through this, it's nice to know that there's people out there really caring about us and knowing that we're not alone in this, that you're feeling it too, even though you weren't here to experience everything. I should start by, I am fine. I'm completely fine. My family's fine, and everyone I know pretty much. Luckily, I have a smaller network of friends and acquaintances here, so the net to cast and find out about everybody is a lot smaller, and pretty helpful to, or I'm pretty thankful to say I know where everybody is, and everybody's been accounted for, minus one person. I'm not quite sure where he is, and I know the area that he lives was affected by the tsunamis. At this time, I'm hoping for the best. That's all we can do is hope. I can't get out there to take a look myself, so here's hoping that he's out there. I guess I should start by when it hit me and my wife. We're in a great place. We were outside a home center, kind of like a home hardware, and when it hit, we were lucky enough to be just outside in the parking lot. It started shaking. It didn't stop. That's when we noticed this is a lot different, and it started to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And in the movies, when you see things, there's a rumble, and there's no rumble like that at all. You don't hear the ground making a growling noise. You just hear the rattling of glass and metal on metal squeaking, and cars moving, and the rubber moving against the pavement as they bounce around. It's a lot to do to think about that now, but we got through it. We're fine. I mean, we were in a great place. I am in downtown Sendai. I am far away from the shoreline. To put it in perspective for those people that are in Vancouver, you got to look at basically from about English Bay to about Metro Town is how far I am away from the tsunami area. Of course, week to the day, I was minute to the hour, was in right on the shoreline, and who knows what would happen if we play that game of what if, a lot of things. But luckily, I was in a great place. My family was in a great place. I was able to communicate very quickly with my wife's family, my in-laws. Of course, I had to run up 10 flights of stairs, and I should let you know that they have exterior common areas in Japan, and fire escapes and such like that are part of the buildings, and they're on the exterior, and I had to run up to the 10th floor of her condominium tower, which is fairly new, and her place was trashed. There's nothing standing. There's very large piano is over. There is the kitchen's trashed. Everything's broken. TV's down on the ground. You can't get into certain rooms because there's just so much stuff jammed against the door. We're finding things in one room that were definitely in another room, and she was there all alone. I was able to get her, bring her downstairs. I experienced an aftershock while we were up there. I can't imagine what she went through. Where I was, it was flat ground, and it was okay. Tremors have subsided now. We were having tremors for quite a while, and they're pretty bad. Some of them are like earthquakes in themselves. Felt in all the time I've been in Japan. But they're coming so consistently that you kind of you're just used to them. You don't even notice. You just kind of, oh yeah, okay, there's another earthquake. Um, but I can't imagine what the people are going. I have electricity now after 30 years in the city, and I have running water. I don't have gas. I probably will not get gas for, they say, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But I just went over to where my in-laws live, and they're staying with us right now. And any of my friends out there that are on Facebook that can see this, you can come to my apartment. Please, we have running water. We have electricity. We will help you. Um, I've waited in lines to get food. You're not allowed to get more than like 5 to 10 items, and you just basically get what you can. We have rice and things like that, so we got different things, lots of things of cup ramen and different things that have a lot of calories and carbohydrates, because we can't eat as much. We do have to conserve, and there's lineups upon lineups of people that are waiting, and they don't know when they're going to be getting things, and it I feel terrible for those people, and I feel like I'm so lucky that where I am, I have power and I have water, and my building also has a large reservoir of saved water, just in case something like this. Because the Japanese have foresight. They know that they were going to get hit with a large earthquake followed by tsunamis. But from what I see the images now on TV, and I thought at first, because I was seeing Facebook and I wasn't seeing actual video or anything like that, and I thought CNN was definitely sensationalizing the catastrophe of what was going on, and they were centralizing and saying that this is images of Sendai, which it's more of the surrounding areas of Sendai, but at the same time, those are what you're seeing, and that is what's happened. Uh, I, if anybody out there can and they can help in any way, shape, or form, donating, giving blood, anything like that. I'm unfortunately unable to give blood in Japan, even though I have a rare kind of blood. But anybody that can give blood out there, send clothes, blankets, any kind of programs that they're doing right now. It is very, very needed. It's needed. That's the word I could. There's a lot of adjectives that are flying around, and a lot of fucking words that are flying through my head right now that to tell you everything that's happened. And these people are, staying together. They're definitely not opportunists and taking advantage of the fact that there's no electricity and they could loot to all fucking hell. And they don't do that. They have been organized. It doesn't seem at all chaotic. It looks horrible, but we definitely are not seeing that where I am. Structural damage is minimal. I'm not seeing a lot of structural damage. But you are seeing people, fending for themselves, having to wait around and get food and get what's out there that they need. And people that don't have the physical capabilities that I have, or the family unit that I have, and it's horrible to see it, but I know that there's different shelters out there. People are not wanting to stay in their homes right now. They're choosing to stay in their cars. Lineups for gasoline, if there's electricity in order to pump the gasoline, are gigantic. They're going on. Lineups for water, gigantic. To wait in line just to get a few items at a convenience store, gigantic. Lines to contact people's families because not all the networks are working quite so well right now, gigantic. And I don't know what I could do to get you guys out there to give, but everything you give will get to those who need it. and everything that you get to those people will be, it will be remembered. You know that you'll have done something extremely good to somebody that definitely needed it, because it's fucking tragic out there. What the images that I see are the same that you see, and they're horrible. Um, Places that, there's a place that I used to live for 6 months, and it's gone now. I don't know about students that I used to teach. There's a good possibility that they're gone too. Um, I There's people that I've met along, and I know that their their whole cities, Minami Soma and places like that, they're gone. Uh, I'm safe and I'm okay, but a lot of people need help. So if you guys can do anything, I'm begging you guys. I'm totally fine. But those people, holy shit, man, and they would do it for you. I know that Japan as a country is extremely generous. The government is responsible for most of their aid and effort, and they do generously do that. So if you guys can help, uh, would be greatly appreciated. But all I can say is to thank you guys for your support. Anything else you guys can do, thank you so much. And I got nothing else to say, but thanks so much. And I am fine. Anything you hear about Sendai, downtown is fine. Most foreigners are probably fine. Anyone you're looking for is probably fine if they're away from the ceiling. So, thanks, guys.